Oh my goodness, this energy is coming in so strong right now. If you were drawn to this reading, this person absolutely wants you back. Wow. Like they are missing you so deeply, but here's the thing, they're playing games to get your attention. They're trying to trigger you, trying to push your buttons just to see how you feel about them instead of being direct and honest. Okay, so if you've been feeling like this connection has been a roller coaster, like one moment they're hot and the next they're cold, this message is definitely for you. Welcome back to Twin Soul Collective Guidance. I'm Blue, and today we're diving into what this person on your mind is feeling, what they want, and why they're behaving the way they are. Before we get started, I just want to remind you to only take what resonates with you. Not every message will apply to your specific situation, so trust your intuition and take what feels right in your heart. All right, let me just shuffle the cards here and see what spirit wants you to know about this person and this connection. Oh, wow, the energy is already so intense. I can feel it. Let's see what's coming through for you today. Okay, I'm getting some really interesting cards here. This is going to be quite revealing. Okay, so the first card that's jumping out for me is the Two of Cups reversed. Oh my goodness, this is so significant. The Two of Cups reversed is telling me that there's been a disconnect between you and this person. This is a card that normally represents harmony, mutual feelings, and emotional connection, but reversed, it's showing me that something has gone wrong in the communication between you two. Wow. I'm seeing that this person has created distance. Maybe they've pulled away from you. Maybe there was an argument or some sort of falling out. But here's what's so interesting about this card. Underneath all of that disconnection, the feelings are still there. The love is still there. The bond is still there. It's just that pride and ego have gotten in the way. This person is struggling to be vulnerable with you. They want to reach out, they want to reconnect, but they don't know how to do it without looking like they're admitting they were wrong. I'm hearing that this person has a lot of pride, like their ego is really bruised right now, and they're having a hard time swallowing that pride to come back to you in an authentic way. What I'm seeing with the Two of Cups reversed is that this person deeply regrets how things ended or how things have been between you. They're realizing that what you had was special, that the connection you share isn't something they can just find with anyone else. But instead of coming to you directly and saying, I miss you, I made a mistake, I want to work this out, they're doing this push pull thing. They're trying to get your attention in indirect ways. They might be posting things on social media that they know you'll see, or they might be reaching out through mutual friends, or they might be creating little dramas just to see if you'll react. It's like they're testing the waters to see if you still care about them without having to risk their own vulnerability. Oh wow, this is such classic emotionally immature behavior, and I think deep down you already know this about them. The second card I'm pulling here is the King of Wands reversed. Okay, this is making so much sense now. The King of Wands reversed is showing me that this person has a very fiery, passionate personality, but right now that fire is out of control. When the King of Wands is upright, this is someone who's confident, charismatic, a natural leader, someone who knows how to channel their passion in productive ways. But reversed, oh my goodness, this is someone who's impulsive, hot-headed, quick to anger, and they don't think before they act. I'm seeing that this person has probably said things to you in the heat of the moment that they didn't mean. They've probably flown off the handle over small things. They've probably been reactive and explosive when they felt triggered. Wow. This is someone who operates from their ego rather than from their higher self. They're very much in their wounded masculine energy or their wounded feminine energy, depending on who this person is for you. What's coming through so strongly is that this person doesn't know how to regulate their emotions. When they feel something intensely, whether it's love, anger, jealousy, fear, they just react. They don't have that pause button that allows them to step back and think, okay, why am I feeling this way? What's really going on here? How can I communicate this in a healthy way? No, they just explode. And then afterwards, they feel ashamed. They feel embarrassed about how much they showed their hand, about how much they revealed, about how deeply they care about you. Because here's the thing, all of that intensity, all of that drama, all of those big reactions, they come from a place of feeling so much for you. This person feels things very deeply. They love very intensely, but they just don't have the emotional tools to express it in a mature way. I'm hearing that this person might have grown up in an environment where emotions weren't processed healthily, where maybe there was a lot of volatility, or where feelings weren't talked about, so they never learned how to do this properly. The King of Wands reversed is also showing me that this person can be quite controlling, not necessarily in an overtly abusive way, but in subtle ways. Like they might get upset when you don't respond to their messages right away, or they might get jealous when you're spending time with other people, or they might make you feel like you have to walk on eggshells around them because you never know what's going to set them off. Oh wow, I'm getting that you've probably found yourself editing what you say to them, holding back parts of yourself, making yourself smaller just to keep the peace. And that's exhausting, that's not sustainable. This person's energy is so big and so reactive that it doesn't leave a lot of room for you to just be yourself authentically. But here's what's also coming through, this person is aware that they've messed up. The King of Wands reverse knows that their behavior has pushed you away. They know that they've created problems where there didn't need to be problems. They know that they've been difficult, but admitting that, taking full responsibility for that, that's where they're struggling, because to do that would mean confronting their own wounds, their own insecurities, their own fears, and that feels too vulnerable for them right now. Okay, the third card I'm getting is the Eight of Cups. Oh my goodness, this is interesting because the Eight of Cups can represent walking away, leaving something behind, moving on from a situation that no longer serves you. And I'm seeing this card in two ways here. First, I'm seeing that you may have walked away from this person, or you've at least created some distance because you recognize that the dynamic wasn't healthy. You recognize that you were giving more than you were receiving, that you were constantly trying to manage their emotions, that you were sacrificing your own peace for this connection. Wow, good for you. That takes a lot of strength. The Eight of Cups is a card of spiritual and emotional maturity. It's about knowing when to say, I love this person, but I love myself more, and I'm not going to stay in a situation that diminishes me. But I'm also seeing the Eight of Cups from this person's perspective. They're realizing now that you've walked away or that you've pulled back and it's hitting them hard. They're feeling the emptiness of your absence. They're realizing what they had and what they've lost. And this is where that regret is coming in. This is where they're starting to understand your worth. The Eight of Cups is showing me that this person couldn't see your value when you were there. They took you for granted. They thought you would always be there no matter how they treated you. But now that you've stepped back, now that you're not chasing them, now that you're not trying to fix things or manage their emotions, they're feeling it. Oh wow, they're really feeling the weight of your absence. I'm hearing that this person has been going through their days and everything reminds them of you. They hear a song and think of you. They see something funny and want to share it with you. They have a bad day and realize you're the person they want to talk to about it, but they're too proud to reach out directly. They're too afraid of rejection. What if they come to you and you tell them no, you've moved on, you're done? That would be devastating to their ego. So instead, they're doing this thing where they're trying to stay on your radar without fully committing to reconciliation. They're trying to trigger you into showing your hand first so that they know it's safe for them to come forward. The fourth card coming through is the Devil. Okay, wow, this is such a powerful card for this reading. The Devil represents obsession, attachment, unhealthy patterns, and intense physical and emotional attraction. This person is borderline obsessed with you, like you are on their mind constantly. They can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop replaying conversations you've had, moments you've shared, intimacy you've experienced. Oh my goodness, the sexual chemistry between you two is off the charts. The devil is very much about that raw, primal, magnetic attraction, and I'm seeing that this person is absolutely consumed by their desire for you, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually too. But here's where the devil gets tricky. This card also represents being trapped in toxic patterns, being unable to break free from something even when you know it's not good for you. And I'm seeing that this person knows that the way they've been behaving isn't healthy. They know that the drama they create, the games they play, the emotional volatility, they know it's pushing you away, but they don't know how to stop. It's like they're addicted to the intensity, they're addicted to the highs and lows. When things are calm and harmonious, they get bored, they get anxious, they feel like they need to create some kind of chaos just to feel something, just to get a reaction from you. Wow, this is such a self-sabotaging pattern. The devil is also showing me that this person feels trapped by their own emotions. They feel like they can't control how much they want you, how much they need you, how intensely they feel about you, and that scares them. Because feeling that much for someone means that person has power over you, that person could hurt you, that person could reject you. So their defense mechanism is to push you away before you can hurt them, to act like they don't care as much as they do, to create distance as a form of protection. But then when you actually do pull back, when you actually do create that distance, they panic. They realize they've pushed too far, and that's when they want to come back. I'm also getting with the devil card that this is a twin flame or high level soulmate connection. Oh my goodness, yes. This connection is meant to trigger both of you, to bring up all of your wounds and patterns so that you can heal them. This person has come into your life to show you where you're not honoring yourself, where you're making yourself small, where you're accepting less than you deserve. And you've come into their life to show them their emotional immaturity, their inability to be vulnerable, their self-sabotaging patterns. This is a deeply spiritual connection, even if it doesn't always feel that way on a human level. There's a soul contract here. You agreed to help each other grow and evolve, even if that growth is uncomfortable. The fifth and final card I'm pulling is the Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay. This is actually really beautiful and hopeful. The Ace of Cups represents new emotional beginnings, the opening of the heart, the potential for real, authentic love. What this card is showing me is that despite all of the drama, despite all of the back and forth, despite all of the wounds and triggers, there is potential here for something real and beautiful if both of you are willing to do the work. The Ace of Cups is spirit saying, there is a genuine love here, there is a genuine soul connection, and if this person can get out of their own way, if they can learn to be vulnerable, if they can take responsibility for their behavior and actually commit to changing, then this could become something truly special. I'm seeing that this person is going to come back to you with a much calmer energy than before. If they've been chaotic and all over the place, they're going to approach you from a more grounded space. They're going to try to minimize what happened before. They're going to try to downplay their behavior. They might say things like, I was just having a bad day. I didn't mean it like that. Let's just move forward. They want a clean slate. They want to pretend the past didn't happen and just start fresh. And I'm hearing that you need to be really careful here, because the Ace of Cups is an offer, it's a potential, but it's not a guarantee. This person needs to actually demonstrate real change, not just promise it. They need to show you through their actions that they're committed to being better, to communicating better, to treating you with the respect and care that you deserve. What I'm also getting is that you've been going through a spiritual awakening because of this connection. This person has triggered something in you that's causing you to wake up to your own power, your own intuition, your own worth. You're starting to see patterns more clearly. You're starting to understand psychology and human behavior on a deeper level. You're developing your spiritual gifts. You're learning to trust yourself, and that's the real gift of this connection, regardless of whether it works out romantically or not. This person came into your life to shake things up, to get you back on your authentic path, to help you remember who you really are underneath all of the conditioning and people pleasing and making yourself small. Oh my goodness, what a powerful journey you're on. I'm hearing that you might see the numbers 11 or 101 as signs that you're on the right path. These are angel numbers associated with spiritual awakening and new beginnings. Pay attention to when these numbers show up for you. They're confirmations from the universe that you're exactly where you need to be, that everything is unfolding as it should, even when it feels messy and confusing. This person definitely wants to talk to you. They want to clear the air. I'm seeing a face-to-face conversation happening, whether that's in person or over video chat. They're going to come to you wanting to reconnect, wanting to move forward, but you need to trust your intuition about whether they're truly ready for that or whether they're just going to repeat the same patterns. The cards are showing me that the potential is there, the love is there, the connection is there, but real change requires real work, and that work has to come from them. You can't fix them, you can't heal them, you can't love them into emotional maturity. They have to want that for themselves. Okay, so those are your messages for today. Wow, what a powerful and intense reading this has been. If this resonated with you, if you felt like I was speaking directly to your situation, then this message was absolutely meant for you. This person is thinking about you constantly. They want you back, but they're struggling with their own pride and their own wounds. They're playing games because they don't know how to be vulnerable. They're trying to trigger you to reveal your feelings because they're too afraid to reveal theirs first. Oh my goodness, it's such an emotionally immature approach, but it's coming from a place of genuine fear and genuine feeling. Remember that you deserve someone who can meet you with emotional maturity, with honest communication, with the willingness to take responsibility for their actions. You deserve someone who doesn't make you walk on eggshells, who doesn't make you question yourself, who doesn't create unnecessary drama just to avoid being vulnerable. And if this person truly wants to be in your life, they need to step up and show you that they're capable of being that person. Actions speak louder than words. Don't just listen to what they say, watch what they do. That will tell you everything you need to know. Trust in the unfolding of your journey. You're going through a spiritual awakening right now, and this connection, as challenging as it's been, is part of that process. You're learning about yourself, you're discovering your own strength, you're developing your intuition and your spiritual gifts. This person came into your life to wake you up, to help you get back to your authentic self, and that's a beautiful thing. Even when it doesn't feel beautiful in the moment, you're exactly where you need to be. I'm sending you so much love and light on your journey. Remember to only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. You know what's right for you deep down in your heart. Thank you so much for being here with me today at Twin Soul Collective Guidance. I appreciate each and every one of you. The tarot cards that came through in today's reading were the Two of Cups reversed, the King of Wands reversed, the Eight of Cups, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups. Each of these cards told such an important part of the story about this connection and what's really going on energetically between you and this person. Sending you all the best. Take care.